Students, everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Yes, I hope everyone remember something related to module. Okay, anyway, we are going to revise everything. So this is very, very small chapter. Okay. So what is exactly module means? That is a collection of functions that can be included in our program. Okay. See, uh, whatever the application, whatever the thing we are going to solve, okay, we are going to write a program. Okay. But there are some programs that requires another program. Okay, so you can get help from another program. Understood, everyone? So simply you can refer that name that you can use in your program to execute something. Okay, so in 11th standard we discussed about only the inbuilt standard modules. Okay, inbuilt functions and modules. So inbuilt means the Python interpreter itself having these kind of modules. Okay, inside it already having. Okay, but we can also create our own program that can be linked to other programs. Okay, so no need to create again the same program. So you just you can easily refer that program and its inbuilt functions into our program. Okay, that is the concept called module. Okay, so in the 12th standard we are going to study the topic, that is a separate chapter is there, that is library chapter. Okay, that is the same related to module, but there we will create our own modules, own functions, everything. Okay, but here is just to learn about the inbuilt modules and its functions. Okay, students, everyone understood what is module?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. So we know for our syllabus we are having only 3 modules. Okay, so inbuilt modules we should know about only 3. So first one is math module. Okay, first one is math module. Next one, a random module. Finally, statistics module. Okay, these are the 3 modules available for our syllabus. Okay, and inside we are having a lot of functions. Okay, if you take math module, okay, there is a mathematical related operations we can do with that functions. There are a lot of functions available. Okay, there is more than 30 functions are there, but for our syllabus we need to know at least 10 functions of math module. Students, understood everyone what is the difference between function and a module? Okay, so I will explain you now. So see, there is one function you take, math.py. So what is the value for pi in mathematics?
3.14.
3.14. Okay, so whenever you are referring that math.py in your program, it will give this value 3.14. Okay, that is not ending. So okay, so you can see 3.145926, like this it will go. Okay, without ending it will go. Okay, like this we are also having math.e, that is another constant. Okay, so these are the terms you should remember about mathematical module. Okay, math module. Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So I just tell you what are the functions and what will be the output. If you use that particular function, what will be the output? Okay. So first 2 things are the constants. Okay. So just to see first 2 things. This pi value is a constant. You know the value, that is 3.14. Okay. At least you know 3 decimal values. Okay. Don't need to remember all the decimal value. Just 3.141. That is enough. Then math.e. That is a another constant, that is the exact value is 2.718. Okay, everyone understood, students? These are the only two constants you should remember. Okay, so why we are using like this math dot? So this is a inbuilt function. We need to exactly refer that particular module. Okay, this for another example, you see square root is the another function. So square root is present inside the math module. So we should use this math keyword, math dot square root. Okay, so your program should start with this keyword. Okay, this importing package, import math. Okay, this thing we already saw in the Python connection with MySQL. Everyone understood, students? Import mysql.connector.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, like the same
Yes,
way
sir.
here also we should import these kind of modules. Okay, if you need to use those functions of mathematical, you need import math statement. Okay, that is the first statement you should give. Then only your program will continue, right? So for random module, you should use import random. Okay, so remember about the spelling. Then statistics module, import statistics. Okay, so now coming back to this mathematical functions, the square root function, square root everyone know. Okay, square root of 100 means the answer is 10.0. Okay, answer is 10.0. Square root of 25, what is the answer, students?
5.0.
5. Okay, so square root of, so inside you have to specify only one value. Okay, everyone know about the square root function. Okay, square root of only one value, you can give anything, but answer should be, output should be in the floating point data type. Okay, so kindly remember that the output should be in floating point. You can see floating point, all the answers are floating point. Only for seal and floor will show output in integer format. Okay, all the mathematical things will display in a decimal format. Students, kindly remember. Okay, so then another function, that is math dot power function, that is 8 comma 3 they are given in the example, that is 8 power 3. Students understood? 8 power 3. So 8 power 3 means what is the answer? 8 power 3, 512. Okay, so you should use the decimal value also, 512.0. So what is the answer for 2 power 4? 2 comma 4. 16.0. Yes, very good. So that is the usage of power. So whenever you need to calculate the power value, we can use this. Okay, but before and all we know, so kindly listen. So this is the thing we are using. If we want to calculate this 8 power 3 means we used like this, 8 star star 3. Students understood? This is also will calculate the same result. Understood, pa everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
like this, this power also will do the same operation. Okay, instead of this exponentiation operator, we can use this mathematical power. Okay, so kindly understand these things. So here are the functions, that is square root function, that everyone know. But what is the thing you should give for calculating cubic root? Cube root. Students, cube root everyone know, right? Power of 1 by 3. So you can use this power function. Okay, so if you want to calculate uh, cubic root of 8, okay, that is 8 star star 1 by 3 will give the same value. Okay, understood everyone? 8 power 3 means 512. 8 power 1 by 3 means that is a cubic root. Okay, so the same function you can use it for that mathematical, right? Math dot power of 8 comma 1 by 3. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
also
sir.
doing the same process. So kindly remember about these things. So not only cube root, you can calculate fourth root or any root value you can calculate by using this. Okay. So kindly remember these things. Then next function is fab's function. Fab, that is, it will return the absolute value. So whatever the value you are giving inside, it will display without the symbol, whether positive symbol or negative symbol, it won't show anything. Okay, it will just to display the absolute value. Students understood? Inside the given example minus 5.66, but the answer is just 5.66. Understood everyone? It will
Yes,
return
sir.
only the value, that is absolute value, without any symbol, positive symbol or negative symbol. It will remove those symbols and will return the value. That's all. Okay. Then another two more function. This is very important function, ceil function and floor function. Okay. So don't confuse with this. Kindly students, you have to understand very well, right? Most of the time they are asking this question in the exam. So kindly understand. So in the example they given ceil of 5.44, then floor of 5.55. So actually what is happening, the ceil function will return the nearest greatest whole number. Okay, nearest greatest whole number. Floor function will return nearest smallest whole number. Okay, students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so just I want to tell you one more thing. So for example, you take whatever. Okay, see in the example they given 5.55. Okay, you take anything 5.55. So first you have to write, this is the in between value. 5.55 is the in between value. So you write both the lowest value and the highest value. Okay, that whole number 6 above and 5 below. Okay, students understood? So now next
Yes,
thing is here, which one we have to select for ceil and which one for floor. So highest value, always the highest value is going for ceil. Understood everyone? The lowest value will go for floor function. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
yes, sir.
So you just consider about that given input value. For that you always do some rough work. Okay, write the highest, that is the greatest whole number and the smallest whole number. Okay, so this 5.55 is the middle value. So 6 and 5 are the nearest and smallest and greatest whole numbers. So 6, that is the greatest value, will go for ceil. Ceil means that is ceiling. When you take your room, ceiling is in the upward. Okay, so floor is down. So the smallest value will go for floor, highest value will go for ceil. Okay, so now tell me what is the value for this one. Students, everyone listening? Minus 3.96. Okay, so what is the greatest value for minus 3.96 and the smallest value, nearest value?
Sir, 9, sir.
What?
0.
Nearest
Sir,
whole
ceiling.
number. Just first write the nearest smallest value and the nearest greatest value. Like this one, I need the example. What is the value in the place of 6 here? What we should write here?
Minus
7.
Minus
Minus
3. Okay, students kindly understand the concept. Okay, then what is in the place of my 5 here? That is the lowest value of minus 3.96.
4.
Minus
Minus
4. Very good.
4.
Okay, this is the, so because minus 3.96 is in between minus 3 and minus 4. Okay, so you have to write it like this, that the highest value is minus 3. Okay, compared to minus 4, minus 3 is the greatest value. Okay, So -3 you have to give for seal. Okay, and the floor is -4. Everyone understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
anyway, they will ask in the exam either positive number or negative number. So you should know how to write the highest value and the smallest value. That's all. Okay. So ceiling for highest value, floor for lowest value. Understood, everyone? Any doubts?
No, sir. No,
No.
sir.
Right. Very good. Okay. So for example, you see in this example, seal function, that is seal 5.54. The highest number is 6. Okay. Then floor 5.55. The lowest number, nearest lowest number is 5. Okay, so you can easily calculate and write. So this will confuse you, but students kindly understand the concept, because this is the most important and most repeated question in the module. Okay, every time they are asking seal and the floor. Kindly understand, they will confuse you with a lot of options, so don't confuse. Okay, then next three functions are sine, cos, and tan. Okay, so these are some mathematical functions you already know, but you should know the value for sine 108, 150. Most of the time they will give in the exam itself what will be the value. Okay, so kindly understand. So sine 90, sine 45, everyone know, right? So you should know about the tabular column. But these commerce students are not having mathematicals, bio cs also having not max. So kindly, but they will give in the exam. Okay, they will give some sample value. Understand? Don't worry. But you should know the sine, cos, tan are the mathematical related functions. Understood? Everyone? All the mathematical
Yes, sir.
functions? Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Then we go for random function. Okay, random related functions. Okay, random, you see, we are having three functions. So first you should write import random. Okay, that is the thing you should include in the program. Import random. Okay, first line. Then how to use means random is the module name, and one more function name also random. Random dot random, that is the name. Okay, so what will happen if you use this means it will display. Okay, see, it will display any value. It will return any value in the range of 0.0 to 1.0. Any value. For example, in our class, 30 students are there. If everyone executing simultaneously, okay, but no one will get the same answer. It will show you the random answers within the range of 0.0 to 1.0. Understood, everyone? So I am getting this answer. This is my example output. Okay, this is in the range, within the range of 0.0 to 1.0, 0.844 something. Any value you can write. Okay, whenever asking this kind of questions, you can write any answer, but that should be within the range of 0.0 to 1.0. Understood, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
yes. Then next function is rand integer. Rand integer of 1 comma 15. Okay, so this we already know, that is in the looping concepts we know about range function. Okay, start value and stop value and step value. Okay, this rand int means we are just giving start value and stop value 1, 15. Okay, it will make a list of values. Okay, what will be the list of values for 1 comma 15? Students, what are the values?
1, 2, 3, up to 14.
Yes, 1 to 14, right? 1, 2, 3, up to 14 you are having. Okay, so it will return any value within this range. 1 to 14, it will return any value. Okay, no one will get the same answer. Randomly, it will display any answer. That is the function called random. Okay, then next function is rand range. Rand range is the next function. Here you can specify the step value also. Okay, this is only one example I'm giving, 1 comma 15 comma 2. Okay, you can get any value. Okay, Students understood? So
Yes,
now
sir.
tell me what is the range of values of 115.2? What is the values? What are the set of values? 1,
1,
1
3,
last 12.
3, 5,
5,
7, 9,
7,
7,
9,
11,
9,
11.
13.
11,
Okay, 15 will not come, so
13.
we should stop at the 13. So this is the list of values. From these values, it will display any one. Okay, any one you will get. Understood, everyone? What is the usage of random function? Rand int, rand
Yes,
range.
sir.
Okay, so kindly understand. So these are the only 3 functions available for random. Okay, generally there are a lot of functions, but for our syllabus, you at least need to know these 3. Okay, students, any doubts in random function, random module?
No, sir.
No.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So then next one is import statistics. That is a statistics module. Statistics means, you know, that is a, it should process in the collection of values. Okay, we can process some list of values, that's all. Okay, so like calculating average and finding the middle value or most appeared value, and some of a lot of things are available in the statistics. Okay, but for our syllabus we need to know only 3 functions. First one, mean function, that is it calculating the average. Average, everyone know what is the formula for average, students?
Sum of numbers
Sum of
divided
all values,
Sum of value divided by
total number of numbers.
number of values.
Total number
Okay,
of values.
yes, sum of values divided by number of values, this is the formula. So now tell me what is the answer for this first example.
14
One,
divided by 5.
so here we are having 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So 3, 6, 10, 14. 14 divided by 5. 14 divided by 5 means your answer should be
2.8.
yes, 2.8. This is the answer. Okay, so we are calculating average by using mean function. Statistics dot mean, you can give any list of values. Okay, understood, ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So second example also I given. So but here the list of values are both
Yes,
negative
sir.
numbers and positive numbers, and I given decimal value also. Okay, whatever you are given. Okay, so you can process all the numbers, either it is integer or float value or positive or negative value. You just do the average, adding all the values and divide by number of values. Okay, understood, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, that is the function of mean. Okay, so mean function will calculate the average calculation, right? Then next function is median. Median means middle value, middle. Okay, that is by the position. So see, in this example we are having 3 values, 1, 3, 5. 3 values. What is the middle position?
3.
Second position, that is 3. Okay, so for odd number of values you can easily calculate, we can easily find the middle position. That is 3 values means 2 is the middle position, 5 values means 3 is the middle position, that everyone know. Okay, but for the next example you see we are having even number of values, that is 4 values, 1, 3, 5, 7. So for even number of values, how to find the middle, students?
2, 4, 6.
So you have to, no, not 2, 4, 6. That is the number of values is even number. Okay, so how to calculate the median, how to find the median means, so these centermost 2 values you have to take and find the average of those 2 values. Okay, so 4 values means you have to get your second value and the third value. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so here you should calculate 3 plus 5. First you have to add and finally divide by 2. Okay, only 2 values. So first you add everything and divide by 2. What is the answer? 8 by 2. You will get 4.0. Okay, so always you should so whenever you are using this slash operator, that is division operator, you should answer should be decimal format. Okay, 4.0. This is the middle value. Students understood? So if you are having even number of values, that is 4 values or 6 values, you cannot exactly say which one is the center position. So you have to take the centermost 2 values and calculate average for those 2 values. Okay, students, mute yourself. Then the last function is mode. Last function for statistics is mode function. So what is the mode means? It will return the most appeared value. Students understood? Most appeared value will be returned here. So here you can see the list of values 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. So in this list of values, which one appeared most?
3.
3. Okay. So this mode of these values are answer is 3. Okay. It will return the most appeared value. Okay. So then the next example you can see this processing string mode can process all kind of data types. Okay. So it will just calculate and return you the most appeared value. So you can see here red, blue, blue, red, green, red, red. Which one is most appeared one? So red appears
Red.
for 4 times. So red is the most appeared. So answer is red. Okay. Students understood?
அந்த பைப்புக்கு முன்னாடி அங்க
Students, everyone understood or not? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
So these are the only functions available for all the modules. Okay, so you should at least know these kind of functions. So kindly take the screenshot, everyone. This is the material I prepared for the outgoing +2 students. Okay, so kindly note of it. So kindly take the screenshot, students. Uh, Definitely you should know the functionality of every function, what will be the answer. So whatever the input they are giving, you should know the concept, what the output will be. If you are using ceil function, what the output would be. If you are using rand range, what is the thing you should use. Okay, so sometimes they will ask what is the module name to import if you use mode function. Students, what is the module for mode function?
Statistics, sir.
Statistics module. Very good. So what is the module for cos function?
import math.
Math. Okay, math is the module. Okay, so like this they will ask any kind of questions, you have to be ready. Okay, so that's all about module chapter. So here you should know about the definition of module, what is exactly module here, and what are the different kind of modules we should know. Okay, we are having 3 inbuilt modules: math module, random, statistics, and 3 functions. Okay, so that is a functions of every module. So totally 16 functions: 10 for mathematical, 3 for random, 3 for statistics. Okay, everyone noted, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly everyone note down this next homework. Everyone note down the homework. I will share you the screen. So this is not a homework, it's an assignment. So everyone take the screenshot of this assignment. Students, is visible? Students, is that
Okay.
visible? Yes. So take the screenshot, only 6 questions. It will take only 10 minutes to solve everything. Okay, so everything related to module. Okay, kindly do some practice and submit the assignment before tomorrow's class. Okay. Everyone noted?
Yes, sir.